Job insecurity is king in the United States. Fear of losing the roof over your head, your overall health and those close to you, if not in body just yet, then in spirit first, is your moment of no fame. Most workplace cultures act as gladiatorial arenas for trident and net betrayals of co-workers, and boss suck-up techniques, perfected minute by minute. And who believes in masks anymore, though they do add contrast to the scene? Televised ambience slathered onto these reality shows co-work the logic of eliminationism till it's famous. Talent judging panels benight your every move. You're fired. And now you're on a barren island with sexy strangers, the occupational nurse, the alligator trainer, the independent designer of specialty sunshades, scuba wear, umbrellas, and bras. The boss is an Ostrogoth and you're an Olmec. I have a moderately extensive collection of Indian, continental Indian masks at my home office, says the co-worker wearing a simple, over-the-eyes only, $1.50 black mask. That's good to know. But what we didn't know is that over 2 million Mexican nationals were driven off their small farms in Mexico in the last 15 years after NAFTA, and that an additional 1.4 million will meet the same fate soon. We see a cross-cultural moment of fame around the corner pretty soon. The Ostrogoth's daughter, Global Goldilocks, GG for short, or sometimes just plain G, is locked into an immoderate lust for the boy's dark eyebrows and deeply bronzed skin. Idolatry. American idolatry. Great American idolatry. Turn to the Olmec, who, after all, has an Ivy League way of settling down the nerves. Olmec. You're fired. Ostrogoth. Huh, you had me there for a moment. Olmec. No. You're fired. This ain't no liberal poetics of soft landings. You're famous now. Ostrogoth. Taking off mask, revealing mask of British, transcontinental British, Hong Kong, happy lion dancer, face. No, I'm fired. Co-worker with the simple, over-the-eyes only, $1.50 black mask. I just want to say thanks to everybody, everywhere, for everything. National per capita per year spent on the arts. Canada and France, $32. Germany, $27. US. Poem for my dad, the nervous Ostrogoth, who doesn't want me to mix it up with brown boys. Dear G, just now docking near Caracas on this cruise liner. I just hit your web page. These newest of impulses of these newest of modern times must be looked into with greater depth and reach, and saw something about export duty-free blood, sweat, and tears. When I first glanced at it, I thought, well, there is no thinking in the strict sense anymore, wheeling one's own steel-enforced behind into the picture. but rather an observance of gentle siftings and filtering of disparate materials. I thought, cool, those must be poetic specs you got there, able to forestall history, if only for a moment. Thanks for posting. I remember, well, there is no memory in the strict sense either, a having to grapple the confluence of ideas in time, but rather everything being the effect of multiple broken impulses packed into one momentary, violent superpulse. I remember, or rather, just realized something. Curiously, eliminationism is shaped like a bicone with a funnel at both ends. And so when ooping out of either end, a sense of widening prospects comes on. But the only real freedom is to feel the lack of any scripted motion in the passage. The speed at which one Homo sapiens sapiens is exiting in flickers determines the kind of supersolid one is to become. It's raining content all the time now, everywhere. Whereas people used to wait, conjure, invoke, provoke, now it just rains all the time. As you hear this, there's little mist droplets bulging out of your noodle knot. Struggle is also about filtration, speed, and the particular kind of compaction one goes through a cone, to become super solid.